I'm Sierra Guido with skedline.com, and this is today's news. Toronto van attacker Alec Minassian will appear in court today after being accused of killing 10 people by driving a van along a sidewalk on Yonge and Sheppard last April. Minassian faces 10 counts of first-degree murder and 16 counts of attempted murder. A month-long trial is in motion for February of 2020 after Ontario's Attorney General granted prosecution's request to go straight to trial. The Toronto Police could receive an 11.1% pay raise over the next 5 years after a new contract has been proposed. The police contract is noticeably better than other city worker contracts who only received a 5% pay raise over the last 4 years. The proposed contract also includes dental, therapy, and other treatment benefits, as well as extending parental leave from 10 to 15 weeks. The voting period for police members to accept the contract will close March 7th at midnight. Conservative leader Andrew Scheer called on Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to resign yesterday. On day 2 of the hearing, Jody Wilson-Raybould accused top Liberal government officials of inappropriate political interference in relation to the SNC-Lavalin case. Scheer stated that Wilson-Raybould proved that Prime Minister has lost the moral authority to govern the country now that Canadians know what he has done, and has asked the RCMP to launch an investigation. The hearing continues today. Following a dramatic day in politics, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has announced that Canada will be going to the moon. Canada's space agency is partnering with NASA, and the project is expected to cost the federal government $2.5 billion over 24 years. The plan proposes a sustainable lunar architecture that will allow more frequent trips to space. The space station plans to send its lunar gateway into orbit around the moon starting in 2022. That's your news for today, and now we go to Liam Harrington with sports.
Hello, I'm Liam Harrington from skedline.com, coming to you today with the sports news. The Humber Hawks men's basketball team is on its way to winning the OCAA. They will open the Final 8 this evening at 8 p.m. They're going to be pit up against the Georgian Grizzlies. If they win this game, they'll move on to face up against either Niagara or Lambton on March 1st. This puts the Hawks in a good position to try for the CCAA, which is the national championships for colleges. The NFL Scouting Combine has begun just a couple days ago in Indianapolis. The Combine is an opportunity for college football players to show off their skills to NFL coaches and to try and make it in the big leagues. The Combine will test these men on everything from strength to throwing to running. While many teams use the Combine to determine their roster, some sports writers criticize whether these tests have any relation to performance in the NFL. Regardless, these tests will decide NFL's future players, so coaches and viewers alike should be on the lookout for potential all-stars. The Toronto Maple Leafs crushed the Edmonton Oilers last night, 2-6, and they play again tonight at 7 against the New York Islanders. This game will be particularly important for former Islander John Tavares, since it's his first game in New York since he signed with the Leafs earlier this year. Tavares is under a lot of scrutiny from his former team and the fans of his former team, who believe he betrayed them after he joined the Leafs. Tavares had a lot of history with the Islanders, playing with them for 9 years and being their captain for many of those. He should expect a not-so-warm welcome from New York during tonight's game. The Toronto Raptors are coming off from a high after winning their game against the Boston Celtics 95-118. The Raptors have another game tomorrow, and they will be facing off against the Portland Trail Blazers tomorrow at 8. That's all for today in sports. Stay tuned for Ryan Hanna with entertainment.
Thanks, Liam. It's now time for the entertainment news. Earlier this week, SiriusXM announced a revamp of their Canadian Laugh Show in partnership with Just for Laughs, which would see it include content from the US and abroad. But following backlash from the comedy community, the Montreal-based company, best known for its comedy festival, is backing down and promising the Just for Laughs Canada show will be 100% Canadian. After their steamy Oscars performance, Lady Gaga is setting the record straight on her romantic relationship with Bradley Cooper. In brief, it's non-existent. The singer was asked by Jimmy Kimmel this week about the speculation, and she explained that the whole performance was meticulously planned to appear as a love story. The original stars of Beverly Hills 90210, including Jason Presley and Jenny Garth, will return in a 6-part high school reunion miniseries this summer. Fox said the show, simply called 90210, will be inspired by the cast's real lives and relationships. Rami Malek just won an Academy Award for Bohemian Rhapsody and is now set to sign on as the lead villain in Bond 25, the newest 007 film. It is reported that Malek is in the final stages of negotiation for the part, but was unable to sign on earlier because of other acting commitments. Shooting will begin in April under the working title Shatterhand. Fans are burning up in anticipation of a new song that the Jonas Brothers are releasing at midnight, titled Sucker. It will be the first time Nick, Joe, and Kevin released music together since the band broke up in 2013, and the song will be released under the brand name Jonas. The hashtag Jonas Brothers has been trending on Twitter since the news broke. For more entertainment news, including a story by Alex Arsenich on the first Canadian to appear on RuPaul's Drag Race, head to skedline.com. I'm Ryan Hanna.